Chapter 1. Birth and Early Life of Adi Shankaracharya. In the serene village of Kaladi, nestled on the verdant banks of the Periyar River in the present-day state of Kerala, India, a monumental event unfolded in the year 788 CE. This event was the birth of Adi Shankaracharya, a spiritual luminary destined to leave an indelible mark on the fabric of Hindu philosophy and spirituality. His parents, Sivaguru and Ariamba, were devout Brahmins known for their piety and unwavering dedication to the Vedic traditions. They were descendants of an illustrious lineage of Nambudiri Brahmins, respected for their profound scholarship and adherence to ritualistic purity. Despite their virtuous life, the couple was childless for many years, which led them to undertake intense penance and fervent prayers seeking divine intervention to bless them with a progeny. Their earnest prayers were eventually answered in a dream, where Lord Shiva himself appeared before Ariamba, foretelling the birth of a son who would not only be an extraordinary child, but also a beacon of spiritual wisdom and enlightenment. True to this divine prophecy, Ariamba soon conceived, and the auspicious day arrived when she gave birth to a son. This child, who would later be revered as Adi Shankaracharya, was born under remarkable celestial alignments, which, according to astrological traditions, heralded the arrival of a great sage and philosopher. From a very young age, Shankara exhibited extraordinary intellectual and spiritual inclinations that set him apart from his peers. His eyes sparkled with a unique brilliance, and his demeanor was marked by a calm and contemplative nature, uncharacteristic of typical childhood exuberance. His early childhood was filled with tales of his prodigious memory and profound understanding of the scriptures, often leaving the village elders in awe of his innate wisdom and clarity of thought. By the age of 2, he could fluently recite complex Vedic hymns and engage in discussions about their deeper meanings, showcasing an understanding far beyond his years. Shankara's father, Sivaguru, unfortunately passed away when Shankara was very young, which left Ariamba with the sole responsibility of raising the child prodigy. Ariamba, recognizing the divine purpose of her son's life, nurtured him with great care, ensuring he was steeped in the rich traditions of Vedic learning. Despite the socio-economic challenges they faced, Ariamba's unwavering faith and commitment to her son's spiritual upbringing never wavered. She ensured that Shankara received the best possible education in the Vedic scriptures, rituals, and philosophy, often going to great lengths to fulfill her son's insatiable quest for knowledge. Shankara's formal education began at the village Gurukula, where his brilliance quickly became evident to his teachers. His ability to grasp complex philosophical concepts with ease and his profound interpretations of Vedic texts earned him the respect and admiration of scholars and sages far and wide. It was during these formative years that Shankara's mind began to deeply contemplate the transient nature of worldly existence and the ultimate reality of the self, concepts that would later become central to his teachings and writings. A significant event during Shankara's early years was his composition of devotional hymns that were rich in philosophical insight yet expressed with such simplicity and devotion that they resonated deeply with the common people. These hymns not only showcased his literary genius, but also reflected his deep spiritual experiences and his ability to communicate profound truths in an accessible manner. His compositions during this period laid the groundwork for his future works, which would systematically expound the philosophy of Advaita Vedanta. As Shankara grew, so did his inner calling to renounce worldly life and dedicate himself entirely to the pursuit of spiritual knowledge and the dissemination of the Vedic wisdom. Despite his young age, he felt an intense urge to take sannyasa, monastic vows, and seek a guru who could guide him on the path of self-realization. This desire, however, was met with resistance from his mother, Ariamba, who was deeply attached to her only son and feared the loneliness his departure would bring. According to tradition, a divine intervention occurred, convincing Ariamba to let her son follow his destined path. It is said that one day, while bathing in the river, young Shankara was seized by a crocodile. In that moment of crisis, Shankara implored his mother to allow him to take sannyasa, promising that the crocodile would release him if she consented. Out of sheer desperation and love for her son, Ariamba reluctantly agreed, and miraculously, the crocodile let him go. This event was seen as a sign of divine approval, reinforcing the belief that Shankara was destined for a life of spiritual greatness. Thus, with his mother's reluctant blessing, Shankara embraced the life of an ascetic, marking the beginning of a journey that would eventually lead him to become one of the most influential spiritual leaders in Indian history. His early life, marked by extraordinary intellectual and spiritual prowess, set the stage for his future endeavors to revive and rejuvenate the essence of Sanatana Dharma, eternal religion, through his teachings, writings, and establishment of monastic orders.